In the past year or so, David seemed to be transitioning from a TikTok phenomenon to a genuine mainstream artist. On top of his debut album, peaking near the top 10 on the charts in April, the Houston native also hit network TV with a performance on Jimmy Kimmel and rubbed shoulders with the likes of SZA, Billie Eilish, Pharrell, Benny Blanco, and Lil Yachty, among others. All in all, it looked like the world was about to become very acquainted with his art, as droves of people either tuned in to hear him on streaming services or to see him on tour. But now the entire planet knows him for something far darker. With both his list of famous collaborators and 36 million plus monthly listeners on Spotify, learning that this budding star in their midst was possibly a sick and disturbed man, because now a revelation has come to light that has changed everything. As now it seems like not just one, but two lives may be over in different senses. Tonight, more than a week after a body was found inside an impounded Tesla, registered to the singer who goes by the stage name David, Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas, the same girl who was reported missing last year, according to the Riverside County Sheriff's Office, Isles. Before David ever picked up a mic, the young David Anthony Burke wanted to be a gamer and streamer. Previously among the best Fortnite players in the world, David started making music purely to soundtrack his gameplay videos. But over time, this morphed into something bigger. And after he started fine-tuning his sound, he began dropping spello compositions like Romantic Homicide, the very track which propelled him to success.
I love talking about Romantic Homicide in particular because it's the only song that I've ever made where everything was done in one take. Like the entire lead vocal, there's no cuts. The background vocals, no cuts. And the entire thing is only one lead and then just some oohs and ahs in the background. Literally every single word is improvised. As soon as I heard the first 15 seconds, I knew what I had to say. And the first word I said was, "I'm scared," and everything else followed after. It was the most flow state like thing of all time.
So then you stay in the closet to add those backing vocals,
right?
Then one other layer, then you're out.
Literally, it's that quick. And then the rest of the process is just me hitting the three dots and then speeding it up,
right,
pitching it up. And this is a version that's on streaming.
Secure.
And then I just dropped it like that.
Yeah,
literally.
You've done it before school.
Exactly, time for school. Right after that, I had to do like 6 assignments. It's crazy.
A dense and dark song. It was such a shift from what he had done before that this mom had her reservations about the themes he was exploring.
Whenever my mom hates something, I know it's cool. Like when I used to get up and get dressed for school in the morning, I put on this cool fit. She would like, take that off, put on a suit or something like that, you know? I knew it was cool if she hated it. I played it for her in the car. She was like, "David, this song is too violent. You're talking about killing people in your music? No, not my son." And I was like, wait, I might be onto something. So I dropped it right after that. And it went crazy. TikTok, viral, million views overnight. I was like, oh yeah, we cooking, boy. We cooking, boy. So right at that moment, I was like, my mom has done it again.
And in the wake of everything that's happened since, it's hard to not word if perhaps she foretold what was to come. Because now this track, which he notably dropped on the birthday of a young girl, at the center of this story, only adds to the surreality of this entire situation that we find ourselves in. We're in a documentary now, guys. Listening to him now feels like standing in the middle of a crime scene. This whole situation is just wild. The core of this warped tale begins with, glance inside the back of an impounded Tesla. After workers on the lot dedicated a foul stench, detectives responded and located possible human remains. A spokesperson for the LAPD said it is currently a death investigation. When they looked inside, the body was badly decomposed and dismembered, with the police revealing that she appears to have been deceased inside the vehicle for an extended period of time before being found, while also mentioning she was wearing a tube top and black leggings, size small. Despite the state that the remains were in, the girl was identified by her mother. and when asked about the girl, she promptly said that she had a boyfriend named David. Soon it was revealed that the vehicle was registered to none other than the gamer-turned-singer who recently contributed to the soundtrack for Netflix's Arcane. But to say things were about to go from bad to worse doesn't even cut it. When it was initially announced that the impounded car was registered to the artist, it was claimed that David, who was on tour at the time, was fully cooperating with the cops. Initially, the news was shocking, but by no means career-ending. After all, it was possible there was some rational explanation. But that was before the details of the victim were made public. As once the name Celeste Rivas Hernandez entered the publication domain, everything changed. A 14-year-old girl who went permanently missing around May of 2024. Celeste had been absent from her family home in Lake Elsinore for over a year. At the time, missing posters pleaded for information on her location. And while neither the cops or her family seemed to know about her whereabouts, the public now believes that David did all along. But at the time, he kept it pushing on the career front, conducting interviews 18 days after Celeste had officially been declared missing, as though he didn't have a care in the world. Okay.
300,000, 400,000, some got millions, like.
Okay, so that just happened.
Like that.
Okay, and then what happened?
So then fast forward like a month or two, I'm making a lot of money. My mom's like, okay, maybe the game's not rotting your brain. I started getting copyright strikes left and right from UMG, and I'm like, what in the world is UMG? I don't know what UMG is.
Yeah.
So I'm not making any money now. I got the red money sign on all my videos, and I'm like crying to my mom about it. I'm like, yo, I don't know what to do. I'm not making any money anymore, blah, blah, blah. And she was like on a phone or something. She was like, just make your own music.
Back then, he had more people buying into his persona and journey to fame, leading many commentators to salute him in ways that they'd likely regret now. This guy's origin story isn't something extremely special, but I think that's the beauty of it as well. The average teenager making his dream come true. David is goated, but looking back, both fans and those who only became aware of him after the discovery of Celeste are freaking out at the fact that he appeared to drop hints about both his unsavory relationship with this literal child and her death itself. Among the things they cite include a scene from a music video, which showed a body being placed into a trunk. Elsewhere, there was exemplary self-snitching in the form of a leaked track where he seemed to hint about withholding info about a murder of a woman.
Nobody ever caught me, but I've spoken too soon. In the back of a police car, I forgot whatever I knew. I ain't telling nothing.
There was another from 2023 too, where he mentioned her by name. Oh, Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest. Smell her clothes on my clothes like cigarettes. I hear her voice each time I take a breath. I'm obsessed. In the next verse, he adds, oh, Celeste, afraid you will only love me when undressed. But you look so damn gorgeous in that dress. Missing you so much makes me depressed. I digress. Bear in mind, this being recorded in 2023 means that Celeste was at most 12 or 13 when it was released. And considering the tone of those lyrics, that's disgusting, to say the very least. As mentioned previously, David was in the midst of his Withered World tour and still performed even as the news broke, giving out love boos to fans in a way that can't help but to seem leering and creepy now that his appetites have been revealed. Not to mention that during his shows, he had a casket as well as opportunities for fans to write letters to the deceased. Now this might have just been theatrics, but based on everything that's occurring now, it doesn't exactly look good, does it? After initially looking to persevere as if nothing was happening, David's hand was eventually forced, and he paused his tour, following the revelation of the ID, which transpired after the matching tattoo was on their fingers, which read, "She was pointed out by her mother." Now this is not exactly an uncommon tattoo, but given the secret nature of their relationship, it takes a far darker tone, particularly when you consider that Celeste wasn't even old enough to get a tattoo legally. As the connections between David and Celeste began to become apparent, the LAPD seized the computer and various bags of evidence from a house. And if you're wondering why his computer would be vital, it's because by the looks of it, David had been incriminating himself online for a long time before anything came to light. In a series of leaked messages from David's own dedicated Discord, it appears that the tragic girl at the center of it all was a member. Celestine here. Hi David, Bart, and even more shockingly, it seems like their relationship was flaunted across this online space. He has a GF. Her name is Celeste. Considering people were privy to it, this whole thing makes it feel like it could have been averted. But not only were they aware of her, once mysterious fate, but actively referenced it. Drop the one with the missing girl. Celeste Rivas Hernandez sent a message from a user that was sent in August of 2024. At times, it seems like David actually did strive to protect his reputation with video of he and Celeste, showing him consciously covering his tracks. At one stage, she even called him out as a PDF during a live stream.
I media trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of raping kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my. Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes.
On account of Celeste no longer being here, we can't get exact details on the nature of their relationship, but at the moment, everything points to it being a deeply inappropriate one, which led her to running away from home. And text messages alleged to have been sent from her sister confirm this. I don't want to talk to anyone. Are you still going to talk to David or go back with him? I don't want you to get into any more trouble. I only bled with David. But the message rabbit hole doesn't end there. With a message from David in his Discord, leading to speculation that she might have even been pregnant, me and deleted user got a kid on the way. Although he had coveted his position in the limelight, the chat logs of David provide every indication that behind the scenes, he was a messed up dude. Specifically in messages such as these that read, "Gore better than corn. I used to be addicted to watching gore vids, and now every aspect of his life, from his bloody shirt merch to the lyrics of his songs, is being reevaluated." And the harder that people look into the situation, the circumstances surrounding how Celeste was found just aren't quite adding up.
David Tesla was repoed on September 8th. He started his tour August 5th, 9th. They said the car was sitting for over 30 days before it got repoed. He reported it missing in between that, but it's been sitting before he started his tour. Called to report a Tesla missing. Now chat, anybody in chat, go to Google and say, can I call Tesla? If my Tesla is missing, can I call Tesla to track it? Watch what it shows you. You could have called Tesla, a Tesla of all cars you reported missing, when you can call Tesla and get it tracked. That don't make sense. They said the car was sitting for over 30 days. So from when the car was impounded on the 8th, we can add 31 days plus add some change. That's days, if not a week or more, before he started his tour, bro. Nigga was dating a 13-year-old, bro. Probably got her pregnant. That's why he did that stupid shit. That shit f***ed up, man. Another one bites the dust.
Left with a gnawing sense of guilt, the news of Celeste's passing has people who had seen them together in the past struggling with the sense that this could have been prevented.
As many of you may know, a body was recently found dismembered in a Tesla belonging to David, a popular singer. Today, the body was identified as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas Hernandez. Right when the picture went public of Celeste, I instantly recognized her from 2024 in April when her and David came together to a jewelry shop I used to work at. I remember this moment so vividly because when they came in, there was something off about Celeste. She was very high, and she was with David, who I recognized because he's a popular singer, but she was very obviously younger than him, and she was very out of it. I was helping her out with jewelry, and she was all over the place. So that situation really stuck in my brain, and I really remembered her face. So when her picture was released to the public, I instantly recognized her as the girl that was with David. And the fact that she was found in his trunk, dismembered, is just unbelievably sad and horrific. And my heart just goes out to the family and her friends and everybody who's affected by her death. But there is a lot of questions around this and a lot of unanswered questions. So please find answers.
But as it turns out, David went to great lengths to keep this all under wraps, even using his financial reserves to keep this sick bond secret. This guy is a PDF from what I've heard.
My sister is now in the 9th grade, and she told me that he was dating an 8th grader, and she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in the 9th grade now. And it turns out Celeste's friends knew, and who would pay them to keep their mouths shut? This idea of David putting money into keeping the situation from the public eye hasn't just been expressed by one person either. Over on Instagram, another user said that he told me he gave someone in-user money because he was with a minor, and showed me a picture of it too. I didn't even know if I believed it at the time, but now I'm tweaking. This was the pig bro showed me. I'm not capping. Amid the screenshots and chat logs mounting up, David is now trying to remove ties from Celeste from the public eye, even removing his name from a shared playlist that he had collaborated with her on. Meanwhile, others shed light on just how long the two had been linked together, with one insider from his gaming days revealing David had known Celeste since she was 10. We were all in a Fortnite team called Chronic, which is where I met him. He met her in like 2021 through Fortnite, I'm pretty sure, and then he got her Discord. Everyone in the team knew about her, and he would joke about it and brush it off every time it got mentioned. That's all I personally know. But my friend Pistol knows more, because they talked way more. She would literally say he butt her, but then followed it up saying it was a joke. So, I don't know if he was being real or not. He was just also a weirdo, to be honest. While in another flagrant exercise in self-snitching, cryptic tweets from David appeared to allude to actively stopping someone from going back to their family. When I was writing this, I got a notie from you as you were talking about wanting to be with your mom and sister again. Take me where I belong. But our circumstances won't allow us to be in our ideal situations. We got to push through it, bro. It's a damning look, and people aren't hesitating to let him know either. Yeah, it's over, bro. Pack it all up. You are sick. And now there are already signs suggesting that's the case before he's even charged. To begin, David just canceled the European and UK dates of his tour in support of the new album Withered. Around the same time, the deluxe version of the project was shelved, and Hollister removed their images of him on their site, while Caliucci's has promptly pulled a collab, declaring, "Not my friend. I did a song with him, which is currently in the process of being taken down, given today's disturbing news." Now, other people who had encountered him are now retroactively blowing the whistle.
I've known this stuff since 2023. At first, I brushed it off. I thought it was just a misunderstanding. Now that everything's coming to light, it all makes sense. I'm gonna tell you for a fact, David would ignore most of his male audience, his male fans. Even me, I had a good relationship with him. He ignored the shit out of me. He ignored the shit out of me to the point that he unfollowed me. But you know, when it came to like a 15-year-old, 14-year-old girl, underage girl, no, he would give him his number. He would give him his number. I have evidence from 2023. I have pictures, I have screenshots, I have everything from 2023. It's all gonna come to light soon.
Even a teacher of Celeste divulged that going down.
Hold up. That's her in my classroom in front of this poster right here. Okay, hold up. I got another one because I got a picture on TMZ of this other kid exchanging stuff with the rapper who we alleged did this stuff. Hold on a second, because he's also in my classroom.
Wait, how long ago?
We all just found out yesterday who it was, but she's been missing since I taught her. So when I taught her, she met this dude on social media. He was a rapper in LA. He came and got her. She ran away from home. She was gone for like a month. The cops found her in Hollywood, brought her back to our school. She came back to our school, kind of told people this story. She disappeared again in May of that year, May of 2024. That's when her friends told me what happened, that it was this rapper, that they were like blackmailing him, all of this stuff. And then I found out yesterday that she's now dead in that rapper's car, cut into pieces. You want to know how they met? I feel like I just said it. Social media.
And while this is all well and good, it won't be much to comfort the family of Celeste, with her brother Matthew currently dropping receipts and claiming they intended to get married. This corresponds with shots from her IG stories, where she appeared to be flexing an engagement ring. With that, most people have everything they need to declare him a monster.
And that's before even mentioning a possible second victim named Gus, who is allegedly dead. As the news of David's alleged heinous acts circulate, the industry is turning on him, and voices like academics are even suggesting that other big names might have similar skeletons in the closet.
Yo, I know 3 rappers that y'all love. Like, y'all would kill, well, but like, y'all would be in turmoil if I told y'all, we're about to talk about this David guy. He was f***ing a girl who was like 14 or 15. I know like 3 Chicago rappers y'all might consider legends. I was doing the same. It wasn't for me to talk about because nobody went to the police. I don't know if these people were true. I don't know the story, if they lied about their age. It's not for me.
This was echoed by his friend, 6ix9ine, a man who has offender charges of his own, no less, claimed that one infamous meme turned rapper was passed around the industry.
At this point, you guys start going back and forth. You accuse him of having a bad baby, who was a minor at the time.
Everybody, listen, a part Trippie Red, they go tell the truth again, they go snitch. All these rappers bad baby while she was underage. Come on, next thing. She knows it, they know it, but you know what? No, we like them. They can kids. They can kids. Just don't say, bro, chill. Bro, why you always got open your mouth, bro?
But the real question is, if these things are such open secrets, why are people tolerating it? Because if they didn't, maybe tragedies like this could be avoided, and dangerous people wouldn't be given the chance to exploit vulnerable children. Because no matter what, anyone who's defending him says that's what Celeste was, a child. But what's even more bizarre is that in the wake of the news that he was apparently in a relationship with a literal child, his track has become the biggest gainer in the world on Spotify. Ultimately, the cops haven't made any arrests or officially listed any suspects at the scene time, but it seems like the internet has already condemned him long before he sees a courtroom. Quick question. Why is the dude who 100% underage victim not under arrest? At this moment, David's whole world is crumbling around him. And if everything that's being said is true, it'd be difficult to feel a shred of empathy for him. Whatever happens, it appears that his time in the limelight or being known for anything other than his alleged actions is over. And that must think for someone who had plans to make a fortune and then evade the public eye entirely.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Okay, so the plan is hopefully this music thing takes off crazy next year.
Why is he saying, why are you saying that like you're not like up there, gang?
Well, it's not, I'm not there yet, but hopefully it's like even crazier next year. And then I'm going crazy year after year for the next 3 years. And then on the 4th year, I retire. And on the 5th year, I'm off the grid, living somewhere like on an island with this crazy crib. No social media, no digital footprint. I'm just gone. I'm just gone. In 5 years, I'm gonna be gone.
Will you still remember me?
Yeah, bro. You'll have like the secret codes to the mansion.
Yeah?
You can pull up on every
What's the secret code? Give us the first 2 numbers.
Absolutely
of the secret.
not.
Granted, he might still be doing so, but finding himself in a jail cell rather than the life of luxury that he had envisioned for himself. Damn, rest in peace, Celeste.